It's an interesting issue. It really came to the forefront when it regards to China with this group of elephants we covered back in 2021. I'm sure you remember they wandered through cities before they ended up in Kunming. And that was right before an international deal was agreed to reverse biodiversity loss. And that's one of the issues, isn't it? Habitat loss. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah. A herd of elephants that travel northward towards Kunming is very unexpected, and it attracted international attention, as you mentioned. And now there are lots of efforts and lots of research studies started to wander around and study their inner mechanisms, why and what caused this herd of elephants disperse that far away from their original habitat.
Yeah, you know, the other thing is when we think of African elephants, poaching's been such an issue for so long. The ivory trade's still a bit of a problem. Are we seeing any kind of advances there?
Actually, no. For the past almost half a decade, I think poaching is not a main threat for each elephant in China anymore. It possibly be worse before that in early decades, but not in recent almost half a century time. Poaching is not that a big issue, but habitat loss, fragmentation, degradation, and the negative impact of the human-elephant conflicts, that's the main threat for the elephant in China, I think, across their global range as well.
And we keep talking about climate change and how it's impacting just about every phase of the planet. What about its impact on these populations?
Regards to the Chinese elephants, I think the climate change do have impact, or it needs scientific evidence to support that their range of expansion or their footprints are reaching to the area there that has no elephants in a few decades. So that can be partially attributed to the climate change, but not only to this reason, also other drivers as well. So towards to the climate change, there are some areas that can be unsuitable for elephants that become suitable, but this is a fewer case. And in most cases, their suitable habitat are predicted to be unsuitable for elephants anymore, along with the change of their climate and also the increasing frequency of the extreme climate can have other negative or positive impact to the elephant population expansion or shrinking.
Yeah, it's certainly an issue. Ying Chen, thank you so much for your insights.